Okay, so this problem says Sarah is painting tiles for her art project. She has 8/9 of a liter of paint remaining. Each tile requires 1/18 of a liter of paint. How many tiles can she paint? So this problem, you could do it in a number of different methods, but first I'm going to talk about it kind of in a logical method. So if the first tile requires 1/18 of a liter of paint, we can put 1/18 would represent the first tile. And then each time we paint another tile, it'll take another 1/18 of a liter of paint. So if we wanted to paint two tiles, we would add another 1/18. If we want to paint three tiles, we add another 1/18, and we would keep going. And we're trying to get to a total of 8/9 or 8/9. So how many 1/18 would we need to add to get to 8/9? Well, if we add 1/18 to 1/18, we get 2/18. And if we simplify 2/18, we divide top and bottom by 2, we get 1/9. So what that means is that for each two tiles, or for two tiles, it takes 1/9 liters of paint. So since we're trying to get to a sum of 8/9, we could keep adding these up like individually. But one thing I know is since every two of them I add to get 1/9, and if I'm adding a bunch of 1/9s, 1/9 plus 1/9, so this represents two tiles, and then this one represents another two tiles, and then another two tiles. So this would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops. So adding this all up, because when you're adding fractions, you add the numerators and you leave the denominator the same. So if we add all of these up, we would get 8/9. And each of these 1/9 represents two tiles. So this would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We could paint 16 tiles with with 8/9 liters of paint. So that's one kind of method, but it's kind of a longer method and more of a logical method. If you wanted to use more of a formulaic kind of method, let me get rid of some of this. Whoops. If we want to use more of a formulaic type of method, you can start with, if you have a total amount of something, you start with the total, and if you're trying to figure out how many total things you can do, and each one requires a certain amount, you can take the total and divide by the each one to get how many of that thing that you can have to happen. So if we're doing the whole divided by each one, then to simplify this fraction, because we have fractions, when you're dividing fractions, you use the rule of keep, change, flip. So you're keeping the top fraction, you change the division into multiplication, and you flip the bottom fraction is 18/1. So now once we've simplified, we can multiply straight across. 18 times 8 is 144. 9 times 1 is 9. And when we do 144 divided by 9, we get 16. So again, we still get that we could paint 16 tiles. So Yeah, feel free to use whichever type of method that works best for you, or I'm sure there's other methods to use as well. So I hope this was helpful for you. If it was, please like and share with anyone who you think might find these helpful. Thanks.